Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, welcome back to this online lecture series of Hera English School Standard 9th for the subject of Science 2. In the last lecture, we had discussed about types of biogeochemical cycles, and we had begun with one of the important type of biogeochemical cycle, that is carbon cycle. And today we are going to complete the remaining two cycle, that is the oxygen cycle and the nitrogen cycle. So let us start with the oxygen cycle. The oxygen cycle. Oxygen forms 21% of the atmosphere. 21% of the atmosphere is composed of oxygen. It is present in the hydrosphere and lithosphere. So oxygen is present in hydrosphere, the sphere, the layer of water, and lithosphere, the layer of our earth covered by the sandy soil particles. Circulation and recycling of oxygen within the biosphere is called the oxygen cycle. Very important. Circulation and recycling of oxygen within the biosphere is called the oxygen cycle. This cycle too includes both biotic and abiotic components. Oxygen is continuously produced as well as used up in the atmosphere. So students, can you see the important point in this para is that oxygen composed of 21% of our atmosphere, and it's a part of hydrosphere and lithosphere. The recycling of oxygen within the biosphere is called oxygen cycle, and it includes both biotic and abiotic component. Oxygen is continuously produced as well as used up in the atmosphere, and you can see in the given figure as well of 7.7, you can see oxygen which we get from trees and plants is being breathed by the animals and we human beings, right? Animals breathe in oxygen, right? Now the food which we eat, it get break down sugar molecules, okay? It oxygen help breaking down sugar molecules even in our body as well. And oxygen, carbon dioxide which is given out by animals is being taken by the plants, okay? Plant absorbs CO2 and produce food material, right? And the oxygen which is given by the plant is again taken by animals and we human being. So this is how the cycle of oxygen is circulated in our environment. Another important chemical property of oxygen is that it is highly reactive, okay? Oxygen is highly reactive and it readily reacts with other elements in compound. As oxygen is found in various forms like molecular oxygen O2, water H2O, carbon dioxide CO2, inorganic compounds, etc. The oxygen cycle of the biosphere is extremely complex. Complex means it's very difficult. Oxygen is released in the process of photosynthesis. We had seen the reaction of photosynthesis in the last lecture. Whereas it is used up in the process like respiration. Even this we had seen. Combustion, decomposition, corrosion, rusting, etc. So these are very important processes taking place. Combustion, decomposition, corrosion, rusting, which all take place, and everywhere these all are the processes taking place, in our biosphere, and oxygen plays very important role in them. The another thing which is given aside to this is about microorganism which use oxygen. Most microorganisms, they use oxygen for respiration, and such microbes are called aerobes. You have to remember this. Those microbes which do not use oxygen, they are called anaerobes, okay? So aerobes are those microorganisms which use oxygen for respiration, and anaerobes are those microorganisms which do not use oxygen for respiration. So oxygen is important for synthesis of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. So protein, carbohydrates, and fats, these are important nutrients in our body, okay? It is also used in various chemical reactions. Ozone, again very important part of our biosphere, is produced from oxygen through various atmospheric processes. So ozone is said to be the blanket, okay? It's called as blanket in our in our atmosphere, protecting us from harmful UV rays. Okay, so this was about oxygen cycle. Now let us come to the next cycle called as the nitrogen cycle. So let us read about nitrogen. Nitrogen forms 78%, that is the maximum portion of the atmosphere. Now it is necessary for the maintenance of the cycle of nature. The circulation and recycling of nitrogen gas into the form of different compounds through various biotic and abiotic process in nature is called the nitrogen cycle. Okay, I repeat, see the line, the circulation and recycling of nitrogen gas, okay, into the form of different compounds through various biotic and abiotic processes in nature is called the nitrogen cycle. So you can see the amount nitrogen forms, maximum amount 78%. Okay, so maximum amount of our atmosphere composed of nitrogen. Now you can see in the given figure as well, 7.8, you can see how, okay, this atmospheric nitrogen get fixation by the microbes present in soil. Okay, what they do is they convert nitrates, okay, ammonia, the ammonia obtained from the dung of animals, okay, they get converted into nitrite, and then these microbes, they convert this nitrite to nitrate, and they give to special type of group of plants called leguminous plants. Their roots contain the residues, okay, they get nitrate from this microbe. These microbes are called rhizobium bacteria. They have this ability to fix nitrogen from the atmosphere. That's why they are called nitrogen fixation bacteria, rhizobium, remember this word. And this, now they give it to roots of this leguminous plants, and then we get legumes like dal, cereal, pulses. All these legumes we obtain from leguminous plants. So this is how the nitrogen cycle, one of the example of the nitrogen cycle I gave it to you. And these microbes again break down to nitrogen, and again we give back nitrogen to atmosphere. Okay, so this is how the whole cycle is getting repeated. So very important process of nitrogen fixation I have taught you here. Moving ahead, all organisms participate in the nitrogen cycle. It is an important component of proteins and nucleic acid. So protein and nucleic acid, it's a very important component in our body. So it's nitrogen is part of them. As compared to other element, it is inactive. Okay, last what we have seen, oxygen is reactive, nitrogen is inactive and does not easily combine with other elements. Okay, so that is one of the reason why it is being in maximum portion but remain inactive. Most organism cannot use the free form of nitrogen. Okay, so that's why this rhizobium bacteria, they convert it into into nitrite and nitrate, and then we get it help. So see the important processes that of the nitrogen cycle. The first one, nitrogen fixation, which I taught you, conversion of nitrogen into nitrates and nitrites through the atmospheric, industrial and biological processes. Okay, this is one important process of nitrogen cycle, is that is conversion of nitrogen into nitrates and nitrites. Then the second one is ammonification, release of ammonia through decomposition of dead bodies. So whenever animals die, they die on the any part of the area. So this is a smell which comes out, it's very unpleasant smell. So that decomposition of dead bodies release what? It release ammonia. Even the excretory waste of organism, they release ammonia. Nitrification, conversion of ammonia into a nitrite and then nitrate. This is also one of the important process of nitrogen cycle. And the last one, denitrification, conversion of nitrogen compounds into gaseous nitrogen. So all these important processes take place in the nitrogen cycle, or the part of nitrogen cycle. So you have to remember, this is very important. Okay, remember this important processes of nitrogen cycle. If the question comes, you have to write this 4 points. So here we have finished with the chapter. Okay, so I hope you have understood this chapter, energy flow in ecosystem. Inshallah, next time we'll discuss the another chapter from the science 2 part. By the time, read this and try to write answers you know there are exercises questions, you can start writing the answers of this question. Okay, inshallah next time we'll start with a new chapter. Till then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.